Imagine being the king of New York. You're winning games, you came out of nowhere, your teammates love you. What can go wrong? Well, I'll tell you what can go wrong. Jealousy. Now, I'm not gonna get into the whole sob story about Jeremy Lin and him sleeping on the couch and all of this stuff. It's a beautiful story, it brings me to tears, but I'm not gonna go there. Now, let's talk about what actually happened. People seem to forget that when Jeremy Lin took over New York City, one, he was taking over for Chauncey Billups. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Chauncey Billups, the man went down with an injury. And let's not forget that it was only Carmelo Anthony's second season as a New York Knick. Carmelo Anthony went to the New York Knicks to be the man. I don't understand why he couldn't have been the man in Denver, but it's a known fact that the man went to New York because he wanted to be the man. The Knicks traded all of their assets because Carmelo Anthony couldn't wait to be a free agent because he wanted to be the man in New York. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Carmelo Anthony goes down with a groin injury, the man is hurt, and then in comes Jeremy Lin. The world loves Jeremy Lin. Everybody is talking about Jeremy Lin. The media is going crazy about Jeremy Lin. Shaquille O'Neal is going crazy about Jeremy Lin. Everybody is, except Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. But then Jeremy Lin proceeded to drop 38 points on their neck. I mean, the world was going crazy. And what does Carmelo Anthony do? What does Carmelo Anthony and his camp say about that? What goes on with this? Jealousy. Let me break this down to you guys. When Jeremy Lin was ran out of town by Carmelo Anthony, this is what Amari Stoudemire had to say. Everyone wasn't a fan of Lin being the new star. Yeah, everybody was, but we all know who Stoudemire was talking about. He didn't stay long, but Jeremy was a great guy, great teammate. He worked hard, he put the work in, and we're proud of him to have his moment. A lot of times you gotta enjoy someone's success, and that wasn't the case for us during that stretch. Who was he talking about? Because Tyson Chandler loved this man. Amari Stoudemire loved this man. Landry Fields, at the time, loved that man. Who is Amari Stoudemire talking about? You gotta enjoy that. You gotta let that player enjoy himself and cherish those moments. He was becoming a star, and I don't think that everybody was pleased with that. I wonder who he was talking about once again. And then these are sources. These are sources close to Carmelo Anthony's camp. Lin was getting what Carmelo was promised, says the source close to the team. And Carmelo thought that D'Antoni was going to favor Jeremy, so he had to get D'Antoni out of there. Mike D'Antoni potentially lost his job because of this situation. Because Mike D'Antoni gave Jeremy Lin the chance, because Mike D'Antoni said, I want Jeremy Lin to have an opportunity, and Jeremy Lin flourished, Carmelo Anthony was so jealous that he said, whoa, I can't have my coach favor this guy because I'm not going to get what I was promised, and I was supposed to be the man in New York. And once again, the J word, jealousy. Not only did Jeremy Lin get ran out of town, but so did Mike D'Antoni in support of Jeremy Lin. Everybody loved Jeremy Lin. The fans loved Jeremy Lin. The media, Jeremy Lin's teammates, everybody loved Jeremy Lin. I mean, since when was there ever anything positive about New York in the media? And we actually had that with Jeremy Lin. But because Jeremy Lin had the spotlight, I guess Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy. Now we fast forward a little bit, and Jeremy Lin ends up going to the Rockets. And he doesn't do too good in the Rockets. He does okay. And obviously he goes to the Lakers, where I say that Jeremy Lin played his best. And this is my opinion. I believe he did better in the Hornets than he ever did at any point in his career. And the reason I say that is because if you look at how he played in the playoffs for the Hornets, now if we're talking regular season, when he went to the Brooklyn Nets, he was averaging 18 points per game, more than when he was in Linsanity, 14 points per game back in the Knicks. But let's talk about Jeremy Lin winning a championship. let's be very clear. Jeremy Lin didn't do much to get this championship. He didn't do much in the sense that maybe he didn't play in the finals much. But let's put it this way, man. Considering his career, considering the hate that he has gotten, the jealousy, other players saying that the only reason he's gotten attention is because he's Asian, which is partially true because Asians don't have many basketball players in the NBA. I mean, you have Yao Ming and you have a couple of other guys that I don't know. I mean, you can go on YouTube. There's been a couple of guys that have played in the summer league that are Asian, etc. But let's just get something clear here, man. Everything Jeremy Lin has gone through, and now he ends up with a championship. The same way Carmelo Anthony was willing to win a championship at the end of the bench for the Houston Rockets because he wasn't going to get minutes. I mean, the man asked for his release because he just wasn't getting playing time. Had he stayed with the Rockets and the Rockets won a championship, it wouldn't have been because Carmelo Anthony was going to be playing. It was going to be because Carmelo Anthony was in the end of the bench. That is a fact. Carmelo Anthony wasn't going to get playing time. Carmelo Anthony and Jeremy Lin would have averaged the same amount of minutes in the NBA Finals had the Rockets made the finals. That's a fact because they were not playing that man. And who knows? What if Jeremy Lin would have re-signed with the Knicks? Who knows how Carmelo Anthony impacting Jeremy Lin's career in the sense that he made him run away or ran him out of town? Who knows what could have happened where Jeremy Lin would have probably signed a 4-year deal, and let's say, for example, and this is a hypothetical, he signs a 4-year deal. I mean, we all know he tore his ACL. He tears his ACL or his knees, whatever knee injury he had. I think it was an ACL injury. He tears his ACL, and then he possibly retires. Instead of going to Houston, then the Lakers, then the Hornets, and then the Nets, and then the Raptors, who knows how his career would have ended up where he wouldn't have won a championship. The ultimate goal is to win a championship. So yeah, Carmelo Anthony ran him out of town, but the man ended up with a championship. And ironically, the coach that Carmelo Anthony ran out of town ran him out of Houston. And Jeremy Lin won a championship. So everything turned out beautifully for Jeremy Lin. And Mike D'Antoni, I mean, things didn't turn out too good. If we're going to talk about the Houston Rockets, personally, what I believe the Houston Rockets should do is sign Trevor Ariza. If you sign Trevor Ariza, I think things would be fixed. But Trevor Ariza had his issues with James Harden and Chris Paul because they were getting special treatment. And this is not the topic for that. So we'll talk about the Houston Rockets in another video. But with all things being considered, Jeremy Lin is an NBA champion. And let's not look at this as he was in the bench this whole finals. Let's look at it as, look at where he started from. And I wasn't going to mention this. He was in the couches, man. He was sleeping in his teammate's couch. And from that to getting kicked out of New York to winning an NBA championship. And listen, I talk about his Hornets career more than anything else. What this man did in the playoffs for the Hornets, that is a beautiful thing. So for him to do that in the Hornets, and then from that to this, to where he's winning a championship, let's just look at the totality of his career. What led up to this point, to him winning this championship. Congratulations to Jeremy Lin, the first Asian ever to win an NBA championship. And he deserved it. With that being said, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.